Hello everyone. Welcome to all of you in FFB live chemistry classes. आजकल के क्लासेस में तुम लोगों के सॉल्यूशन चैप्टर से डिफरेंट टॉपिक्स पे डिस्कशन चल रहा है। लास्ट टॉपिक्स पे हमने ऑस्मोटिक प्रेशर और थ्योरीज ऑफ ऑस्मोटिक प्रेशर इस पे डिस्कस किया था। आज भी हम सॉल्यूशन चैप्टर में ही डिस्कस करेंगे कॉलिगेटिव प्रॉपर्टीज के बारे में, जिसमें कि एब नॉर्मल जो कॉलिगेटिव पार्टीज, जैसा कि जब थ्योरी बताया था वॉन हॉफ की, तो डिस्कस किया था कि कुछ प्रॉपर्टी जब एसोसिएशन या डिसोसिएशन ऑफ मॉलिक्यूल्स हो जाता है तो कुछ प्रॉपर्टीज जो हैं या कॉलिगेटिव प्रॉपर्टीज एबनॉर्मल बिहेवियर शो करती हैं, तो उस बारे में हम आज डिस्कस करेंगे। तो चूंकि पहले वांट ऑफ थ्योरी डिस्कस हो चुकी है, लेकिन यहाँ पे हम फिर एक बार शॉर्ट में उसको डिस्कस करने के बाद फिर एबनॉर्मल कॉलिगेटिव प्रॉपर्टी पे डिस्कस करेंगे। नाउ कम ऑन द टॉपिक वांट ऑफ थ्योरी ऑफ dilute solution before the discussion on abnormal colligative property. The Van 't Hoff realized that an analogy exists between gases and solution, provided osmotic pressure of solutions is used in place of ordinary gas pressure. He showed that for dilute solutions of non-electrolytes, the following laws hold good. इस पे हम पहले भी डिस्कस कर चुके हैं, लेकिन यहाँ पे हम फिर एक बार रिवाइज करेंगे इसको। First, Boyle wants half law. This is what? This is the want half theory of dilute solution. So first law related to this theory, Boyle want half law. The osmotic pressure P of a solution is directly proportional to its concentration C when the temperature is kept constant. The concentration of the solution containing 1 gram mole in V liter is equal to 1 upon V C into C is equal to 1 upon V. Thus P proportional C when temperature is constant, or P proportional 1 upon V, because why? Here you see that the C is equal to 1 upon V. Now PV is equal to constant. Won't have presumed that the osmotic pressure is due to the bombardment of solute molecules against a semi-permeable membrane, as the gas pressure is due to hits recorded by gas molecule against the wall of its container. Now, second law about Van 't Hoff theory, pressure temperature law, Gay-Lussac Van 't Hoff law, is known as Gay-Lussac Van 't Hoff law or pressure temperature law. Now, concentration remaining same, the osmotic pressure of dilute solution is directly proportional to its absolute temperature. P proportional T and P upon T is equal to constant. Now combining the two laws, that is when concentration and temperature both are changing, the osmotic pressure will be given by P proportional Ct, or P is equal to Kct, since C is equal to 1 upon E. Now P is equal to K 1 upon E into T. That is PV is equal to ST, like gas equation. S is called molar solution constant. Here V is the volume of solution containing 1 gram mole of the solute. The value of S comes out to 0.082 liter atmosphere Kelvin minus 1 mole minus 1, which is in agreement with the value of R, the molar gas constant. In case the solution contains n gram moles in V liter, the general equation becomes PV is equal to NR, NST, like PV is equal to NRT. Now, third law of Van 't Hoff theory. Equimolecular solutions of different solutes exert equal osmotic pressure under identical conditions of temperature. Such solutions, which have the same osmotic pressure are termed isotonic or isoosmotic. When two isotonic solutions are separated by a semi-permeable membrane, no flow of solvent molecule is observed on either side. The law is similar to Avogadro hypothesis. It can be stated as equal volumes of dilute solutions of different solutes having the same temperature and osmotic pressure contains equal number of molecules. For solution 1, PV is equal to N1ST. For solution second, PV is equal to N2ST. Thus, N1 must be equal to N2 when PV and T are same. The analogy of dilute solution with gases is thus perfect. This led Van 't Hoff to suggest that a solute in dissolved state or in a solution behaves as a gas and the osmotic pressure of the solution is equal to the pressure which the solute would exert if it were a gas at same temperature and occupying the same volume as that of the solution. This statement is known as Van 't Hoff theory of dilute solutions. Now some examples of that theory is here. Now calculate osmotic pressure of 5% solution of cane sugar or sucrose at 15 degree centigrade. Now molecular mass of the sucrose इसको calculate करके निकालेंगे तो 342. और जब भी इस तरह के चैप्टर पढ़ें या कोई भी क्लास आप अटेंड करने इस तरह से यूट्यूब चैनल पे बैठे तो कॉपी पेन जरूर लेकर के बैठें ताकि जो क्वेश्चन इस तरह के हों उन्हें नोट कर ले और उसको हल भी करते रहें क्योंकि यहाँ प्रोसीजर बताया जा रहा है हल आपको खुद करना है. नाउ W इज इक्वल टू 5 ग्राम, V इज इक्वल टू 100 ml इज इक्वल टू 0.1 लीटर हो जाएगा. S की वैल्यू दी है, T15 को ऐड कर देंगे तो ये 288 केल्विन. Now applying the equation PV is equal to Wm upon St, putting the value, we get value of P. Now second example, the solution containing 10 gram of an organic compound per liter shows an osmotic pressure of 1.18 atmosphere at 0 degree centigrade. Calculate the molecular mass of the compound. Here S is given. 0.0821 liter atmosphere per degree per mole. Now applying the equation, M is equal to W upon PV into ST. Everything is given here, only M we calculate. तो सारी चीजें फार्मूले में रख के हमको M calculate करना है. Now another example. The osmotic pressure of a solution containing 30 gram of substance in 1 liter solution at 20 degrees centigrade is 3.2 atmosphere. Now calculate the value of S. The molecular mass of solute is 228. Applying the equation, S is equal to M into P into V upon W upon into T. Everything is here. S is calculated by the putting these values. Now, what is the volume of solution containing 1 gram mole of sugar that will give rise to an osmotic pressure of 1 atmosphere at 0 degree centigrade? Now, applying the equation, PV is equal to NST, the V is equal to NP into S into T. सारी values दी हुई है, रख करके हम निकाल सकते हैं V. Now find the osmotic pressure of M by 20 solution of urea at 27 degrees centigrade. S is given here. Applying the equation PV is equal to NST, P is equal to NV upon ST. P is equal to molarity into ST into T. सारी चीजें रख के ये निकल आएगा. Now substituting the value P is equal to this. P is equal to SRT हो जाएगा. उसके बाद है एबनॉर्मल कॉलिगेटिव. तो ये कुछ एग्जाम्पल थे ऑस्मोटिक प्रेशर और जो थ्योरीज अभी पढ़ी उससे रिलेटेड. अब हम आते हैं जो मेन टॉपिक आज के क्लास के लिए लिया था, वो था एबनॉर्मल कॉलिगेटिव प्रॉपर्टीज. The colligative properties of solutions depend on number of solute particles present in solution. Various relations derived for colligative properties hold good in dilute solution only when there is no change in molecular state of solute. In case the total number of particles of the solute change in solution, the colligative property shall also change accordingly. The number of particles in solution may change in two ways. First by dissociation and second by association. By dissociation, when the substance is an electrolyte, that is the substance undergoes ionization and number of particles increase in solution, the ions act as particles. The number of particles thus increases on ionization and the value of colligative property increase accordingly. By association, when the substance undergoes association, that is two or more molecules of the solute associate to form single chain molecule, the number of particles decreases and consequently the value of colligative property decrease. Thus, normal value of colligative property proportional to number of particles of the solute taken, and abnormal value of colligative property is proportional of particles of solute after ionization or association. Thus, the ratio abnormal colligative property upon normal colligative property may have the value either more than 1 or less than 1. The ratio is termed want-half factor, which is represented by I. I is equal to P observed and upon P normal. That is delta P observed upon delta P normal. That is delta TB observed and delta TB normal, and delta TF observed and delta TF normal. These are the boiling point and freezing point. Is equal to, this is equal to actual number of particles in solution upon number of particles taken. When I is equal to 1, normal state of the solute. When I is equal to more than 1, dissociation state of solute. I is equal to less than 1, associated state of solute. Suppose 1 mole of an electrolyte gives n ions on dissociation and alpha is its degree of ionization. Obviously, number of ions produced in a number of unionized molecule is equal to 1 minus alpha. This is alpha. Total number of particles in solution हो जाएगा 1 minus A plus Na is equal to 1 plus n minus 1A या alpha. Now want half factor I is equal to 1 plus n minus 1 alpha upon 1 is less than 1 if n is 2 or more. Then alpha is equal to I minus 1 upon n minus 1. The second condition, suppose n molecule associate to form one chained molecule and alpha is degree of association like this. Then association हो गया यहाँ. पहले 1 minus alpha इसका concentration और इस degree of ionization के बाद 1 upon n जो है निकलने के बाद हो जाएगा total number of particles in solution 1 minus A क्योंकि डिजोल्व होने के बाद ये आया प्लस A अपॉन n इज इक्वल टू 1 प्लस 1 अपॉन n माइनस 1 सिंप्लीफाई करने पे ये आएगा अल्फा. Thus want of factor I is equal to this is less than 1 if n is 2 or more. Now alpha is equal to 1 minus I upon 1 minus 1 upon n. Now colligative property proportional 1 upon molecular mass. So observed colligative property upon normal colligative property is equal to normal molecular mass upon observed molecular mass. I is equal to normal molecular mass upon observed molecular mass. In case of dissociation, I is equal to molar. Normal molecular mass upon observed molecular mass is equal to 1 plus n minus 1 alpha less than 1. Observed molecular mass will always be less than normal molecular mass in case of association. In case of association, I is equal to normal molecular mass upon observed molecular mass is equal to 1 plus 1 upon n minus 1 alpha less than 1. Observed molecular mass will always be higher than normal molecular mass. तो ये एसोसिएशन और डिसोसिएशन की कंडीशन में जो वांट हाफ फैक्टर की वैल्यू कैलकुलेट करने के ये इक्वेशन थे. नाउ एग्जांपल. Phenol associates in benzene to a certain extent for dimer. A solution containing 20 into 10 to the power minus 3 kg of phenol in 1 kg of benzene had its freezing point decreased by 0.69 Kelvin. Calculate the fraction of the phenol that has dimersed. Now Kf of benzene is 5.1 2 degree Kelvin kilogram per mole. Now solution of that question. Observed molecular mass using this formula 1000 into Kf into W upon W into delta T. Putting these value we get observed molecular mass. Normal molecular mass of phenol इस formula से निकालेंगे तो आएगा 94. So normal molecular mass upon observed molecular mass is equal to 1 plus 1 upon n minus 1 alpha is equal to 1 plus 1 upon 2 minus a alpha. सारी वैल्यूज हम यहाँ पे रख करके अल्फा की वैल्यू निकाल सकते हैं. Now see the another example. The molar depression of the freezing point in 1000 gram of water is 1.86. Calculate what would be the depression of freezing point of water when 120 gram of urea, 117 gram of sodium chloride, 488.78 gram of barium chloride have been dissolved in 1000 gram of water. It is assumed that sodium chloride and barium chloride are fully ionized. Now first, urea is a non-electrolyte. The number of particles does not change in solution. Then delta T is equal to normal equation से हम निकाल सकते हैं. In the second part, अब number of moles of urea हो जाएगा 120 upon 60. This is the mass and this is molecular mass of urea. Now तो ये तुम्हारा पहले पार्ट का हो गया. दूसरे पार्ट में नंबर ऑफ मोल्स ऑफ NaCl, amount of NaCl upon molecular mass is equal to 2. NaCl is an electrolyte. It ionizes completely. One molecule of NaCl furnishes 2 ions, N plus and 1 Cl minus. Hence, the number of particles will be double as compared to urea solution. Then delta T NaCl is equal to 2 into delta T urea. तो ये आ जाएगा इसका इतना. Now, one molecule of barium chloride, hydrated barium chloride, furnished 3 ions. 1 barium ion and 2 chloride ion. Then number of moles of barium chloride is equal to molecule weight of the mass of the barium chloride upon molecular mass is equal to 2. Hence, the number of particles will be 3 times as compared to urea solution. So, it is multiplied. Delta T urea multiplied by 3 to get delta T BaCl2 is 11.60 degree centigrade. 0.5 gram of 5% aqueous solution of KCl was found to freeze at -24 degrees centigrade. Calculate the want-half factor and degree of dissociation of the solute at this concentration. K for water 1.86 kilo Kelvin kilogram per mole. Now observed molecular mass of KCl is this. तो सारी वैल्यूज रखने पे ऑब्जर्व मॉलिक्यूलर मॉस ऑफ KCl आया 30.75 38.75 and the molecular normal molecular mass of KCl by calculating this formula 39 plus 35.5 is 74.5. Now want half factor is equal to normal molecular mass upon observed molecular mass is this. This is the want half factor. In case of KCl, KCl completely dissociated in K plus and Cl minus. Alpha is the degree of ionization दोनों की हो गई तो ये बचेगा कितना 1 minus alpha. Total number of particle 1 minus alpha जो solution में होगा. Alpha plus alpha is equal to 1 plus alpha. Now I is equal to 1 plus alpha. अब इसको रखने पे वैल्यू क्या आ जाएगा? Alpha is equal to 0.92% multiplied by 100 to 92% dissociated. Now 0.1 m solution of potassium ferrocyanide is 46% dissociated at 18 degrees centigrade. What will be its osmotic pressure? Solution is that normal osmotic pressure is equal to W upon M into V into S into T when no dissociation has taken place. Now W upon M as सब दिया हुआ है तो normal osmotic pressure आ गया ये. Potassium ferrocyanide is an electrolyte is dissociate as K4 efficiency 4K plus फेरोसाइनाइड आयन तो ये 4 अल्फा हो जाएगा डिसोसिएशन इसका यहाँ पे ये अल्फा जो बचेगा वो 1 माइनस अल्फा. टोटल नंबर ऑफ पार्टिकल्स सारे पार्टिकल्स को हम जोड़ लेंगे तो आया 1 प्लस 4 अल्फा. नाउ अल्फा इज इक्वल टू 0.46 ये दिया हुआ है तो वैल्यू रखने पे हमें क्या मिल गया? टोटल नंबर ऑफ पार्टिकल्स n. Now observed osmotic pressure upon normal osmotic pressure is equal to this. Observed osmotic pressure निकालना है हमें तो ये मल्टीप्लाई हो जाएगा तो आ जाएगा 6.785 एटमॉस्फेयर. Now some other examples. A solution is prepared by dissolving 10 grams of an organic compound in 1 liter solution at 10 degrees centigrade. Osmotic pressure of the solution is 1.18 atmosphere. Calculate molecular mass of the compound. W is given, V 1 liter, P is this, T is equal to 10 plus 273. Now PV is equal to W upon MST. Putting all the values, we get value of M. At 27 degrees centigrade, find out osmotic pressure of 5% urea. The formula of the urea, NH2CONH2 solution. Now given W and V लीटर में कन्वर्ट कर लेंगे. T is equal to 27 ऐड हो जाएगा. M is equal to 60 of molecular mass of urea. Now P is equal to W upon MV into ST. तो सारी वैल्यूज रखने पे हमें P is equal to 20.53. In the above problem, meaning of 5% must be clear. For correct solution, it is taken as 5% by value. Calculate the osmotic pressure of decimolar urea solution. This is the urea here. At 27 degrees centigrade. Solution given N is equal to 1.10 V is equal to 1 liter, T is here, P is equal to NV upon into ST is equal to सारी वैल्यूज रखने पे हमें क्या मिल जाएगा, ऑस्मोटिक प्रेशर। यहाँ पे ये दिखा दें, ये यूरिया है, कट रहा था उसमें। Now 100 ml of solution contains 4.5 gram of a substance at 20 degrees centigrade. Osmotic pressure of the solution is 3.2 atmosphere. If molecular mass of the substance is 342, calculate the value of solution constant S. Now given W is equal to this, V is equal to this, T is equal to this, P is equal to this, M and P. So using PV is equal to W upon MST, we get value of S. Now osmotic pressure of a solution obtained by dissolving 18 gram of an organic compound in 1 liter solution is 2.414 into 10 to the power 5 Newton per meter square at 293 Kelvin. If value of R is 8.3 joule per Kelvin per mole, calculate the molecular mass of the compound. Here W is equal to 18 gram converted into kilogram. V is equal to in a liter. It's converted into meter cube multiplying by 10 to the power minus divided by 10 to the power minus 10 to the power 3. T is equal to 293. P is equal to this. R is equal to this. Now putting the values in PV is equal to Wm upon ST. We get value of M. Now, a solution is prepared by dissolving 40 gram of an organic compound in 6 ml of water. At 0 degree centigrade, osmotic pressure of the solution is 8.2. If R is equal to this, calculate molecular mass of compound. Solution W is equal to 40, V is equal to 600 ml converted into liter. P is equal to this, T is equal to this is equal to 0.082 liter atmospheric Kelvin per mole. Now PV is equal to Wm upon ST. We get M. In the above example, there should be 600 ml solution instead of 6 ml water. At 24 degrees centigrade, osmotic pressure of cane sugar solution is 2.5 atmosphere. Compute concentration of the solution in mole per liter. Now P is equal to CST, P is equal to 2.5, T is equal to this, and C, calculating C is equal to P upon ST, we get C is concentration is 0.1025 mole per liter. A solution of urea, molecular weight of this 60, of strength 8.6 gram liter is isotonic with a 5% solution of non-volatile organic compound. Calculate molecular mass of compound X. If association or dissociation of solute does not occur, then the isotonic solution is C1 is equal to C2, that is W1 upon M1 V1 is equal to W2 M2 V2. तो सारी वैल्यूज अगर दी हुई है तो हम क्या निकाल सकते हैं, M2. In the above example, meaning of 5% is not clear. Here it is taken as volume percent. Secondly, nothing is mentioned regarding the dissociation or association of compound. It is assumed that compound remains in its molecular forms. A solution contains 410.3 gram of sulfuric acid per liter of solution at 20 degrees centigrade. If the density is 1.243 gram per liter, what will be its molarity and molality? ये another types of equation है जो शुरू में चैप्टर में जो टर्म्स कंसंट्रेशन टर्म्स बताए थे उस पे बेस है ये। तो मॉलिक्यूलर मास ऑफ H2SO4 कैलकुलेट करने पे आएगा 98, नंबर ऑफ मोल्स ऑफ H2SO4 ग्राम में दिया हुआ है और ये हो जाएगा 98 से डिवाइड करके नंबर ऑफ मोल्स मालूम होगा। Molarity of solution is number of mole of H2SO4 upon volume of solution in liter. Now mass of 1 liter H2SO4 solution is equal to 1 divided by 1000, we get 1243 ग्राम। नाउ मॉस ऑफ वाटर, इसमें से हम माइनस कर देंगे इसको तो ये आ जाएगा मॉस ऑफ वाटर और डिवाइडेड बाय 1000 तो we get in kilogram. Now molarity of the solution is number of mole of sulfuric acid upon mass of water in kg. Putting the values we get molality of the solution. Now the density of 2.03 m solution of acetic acid, molecular mass 60 in water is 1.017 gram per liter. Calculate the molality of the solution, the strength of the solution, molarity into molecular mass. तो दिया हुआ है. Now density of the solution is given, mass of 1 liter of solution is this. नाउ मॉस ऑफ वाटर डिवाइड कर देंगे 1017 से इसको तो ये मॉस ऑफ वाटर आ गया, ग्राम में आया, इसको हम डिवाइड कर लेंगे किलोग्राम में कन्वर्ट कर लेंगे। नाउ मोलैलिटी इज इक्वल टू 2.03 अपॉन 895.2 जो पहले के फार्मूला देख चुके हैं उसी के आधार पे, तो ये आंसर आ जाएगा मोलैलिटी 2.267 m। Now a sample of H2SO4 is 94% weight by volume and its density is 1.84 gram per ml. Find out the molarity of this solution. Now mass of H2SO4 dissolved in 1000 ml solution. Then 94 upon 100 into 1000 is equal to 940 gram. Now the mass of 1 liter solution is, mass of the solvent is here, solution minus solute हो जाएगा तो mass of the solvent आ गया। Molality of solution can be calculated by this formula. This is not so clear, तो ये ज़्यादा साफ नहीं है इसको, हालांकि सॉल्यूशन तो साफ है लेकिन क्वेश्चन इसका कोशिश करते हैं। A solution is prepared by dissolving 5.64 gram glucose in 60 gram of water. Calculate the following: mass percent of each of glucose and water, molality of the solution, and mole fraction of each of glucose and water. Now total mass of solution हो जाएगा, देन तो मास परसेंट ऑफ ग्लूकोज, टोटल मास से जो मास दिया हुआ है ग्लूकोज का उसको डिवाइड करके मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे 100 से तो ये हो जाएगा 8.59 मास परसेंट ऑफ वाटर। तो सॉल्यूशन 100 माइनस मास परसेंट ऑफ ग्लूकोज माइनस करके आ जाएगा मास परसेंट ऑफ वाटर। द नंबर ऑफ मोल्स ऑफ ग्लूकोज गिवन मास डिवाइडेड बाय मॉलिक्यूलर मास and mass of water in kg हो जाएगा 60 upon 1000. Now molality is equal to this. And third part is number of moles of glucose is this, number of moles of water is this, and mole fraction of glucose हो जाएगा, mole fraction of water इस तरह से कैलकुलेट कर लेंगे। तो इस तरह से ये कुछ एक्सरसाइज थी। एबनॉर्मल कॉलिगेटिव प्रॉपर्टी पे डिस्कस किया, वांट ऑफ थ्योरी पे डिस्कस किया। तो ये सारी चीज़ें इम्पॉर्टेंट फॉर द कंपटीशन एग्जामिनेशन। तो कंप्लीट सॉल्यूशन चैप्टर समझने के लिए सारी चीज़ें समझना ज़रूरी है, ताकि आगे जब आप कंपटीशंस की तैयारी करेंगे तो ये सारी चीज़ें मालूम होगी तो आराम से इसको कर सकते हैं।